diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Buckeyes will kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Leaves it with the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Leaves it with the running back. And he knocked him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
The Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Knight. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Volunteers decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Takes it on the return. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return, man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Running behind that left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Lost a throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
How nice is it to have a running back with this guy's skill set, right? That's not a guaranteed give-me 4th down conversion either, but still, they trust in him to find the crease and keep this drive alive.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And you try to catch him on bounce, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. A run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, coming into this one, the offense knew a big key was going to be getting the ground game established. They haven't been able to do that yet. They punted on their opening drive, and they have a negative play here on the first play of their second drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Knight. Finds his big tight end. At the 35, he's open. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, down to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Sets up the screen. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Knight. Hauls it in. And he's rolled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown ball.
It gets closer and closer to the end zone right here. You know what's coming as a defense. The offense has to be physical, and they were. And the back knew exactly where he had to get 6.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Georgia State is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Appalachian State. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Rides to back and leaves it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get... Go ahead and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You see all this movement in football now, all this stint in the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Finds his man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling, great play design. They've always got it working, and you know this offense is always capable of hanging 40 points and making it look easy.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give from the gun. Picks up the first down. Breaks into the open. He's at the touchdown, Buckeyes. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
And they did tack on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here is the Tennessee offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on there.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we could go back. The Bosa brothers, Chase Young, just recently, the guys that they put their hand in the dirt and they go make things happen, get after quarterbacks like you see right here.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Quick release by the QB. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on second down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Knight. Fires to the right. Picked off, what a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Motion from the wideout. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking left. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Ohio State. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Vols in a good spot here with second and short. They'll send the back in motion. Holds and fires complete to the right. He almost almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
The Volunteers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
And the Volunteers getting set on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose. And it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry. 2 great vol running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses in some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
Rides the back on the option to give. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to pass. It's Knight. Makes the catch. Breaks the tackle. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
It's 1st down from the 11. Use the play fake, now to throw. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Knight. He's got it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll try to pick it up on the ground.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Alabama has the lead right now, but this Tide crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet here inside Bryant-Denny. They're up by 4 over Georgia. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Going right to work up top. A little screen to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Turns it loose. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to throw, it's Knight. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Wants to adjust the pattern. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Firing to the right, complete. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, defense wasn't fooled on that pass play. Great job by the defender knocking it away.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got a man. It's Daly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Third and short now from their own 48. Dropping back, it's Knight. Just a short pass to the tight end. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Finds the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. They get to him as he throws. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep. Got it in stride at the 15. Chopped out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Oh, they blocked the kick. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. the Vols will line up to kick off and start the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. They'll try the run. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
All right, that's one the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. They didn't do it that time.
And the Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. And you think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the first round.
The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Roberts. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Man, you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Roberts. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They take the lead with the 6.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Here's the handoff. He's in open space downfield. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Defensively, with all this space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Turning it on! Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little extra time. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Gives it on the option. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up the short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
With myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the back. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the left, fighting off the defender. Running into the open space. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
off the play fake on first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So here is the Tennessee offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David,
there he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Knight. Flips it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught near the sideline. It's Clinton. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got it. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, the quarterback did a really good job there, hanging in and delivering the pass, knowing that he was going to get hit. That really paid off for the offense.
And the Volunteers are marching down the field. Might be changing the route. He wants to throw it again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Knight. Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Give to the back. Across the 25. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you can tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Offense changing the play. On the run, it's Butler. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Dropping back, it's Knight. Finds his big tight end. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
Get set, get set. Flag 24. Flag 24.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Back to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep getting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They were on the move the last time they had it. Unfortunately, an interception ruined that threat. Now to see if they can put something together and have it pay off in points. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Leaves it with the back. Gets it past the marker. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
First and 10 from their own 17. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Breaks into the open. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Defense might bring the house here. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Quarterback will keep it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give on the option. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, and he's been dependable. He's been a guy that they've given the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense an easy way to move the football down the field. 97 yards on the day.
The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The defender crossed the line a little bit too early. It's a free 5 yards for the offense. Defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
And this is a situation this offense trains for. Having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
The Buckeyes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Rides to back and leaves it. Quick spin on the run. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia State is getting handled right now at home. Someone needs to step in here, throw in the towel, and stop this fight. They're trailing by 27 to Appalachian State. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Knight. Got it in the middle, it's Daly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Rolls it in. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. The short hands, it's Clinton.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Vols with the 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Under fire. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down, using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was 3rd down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up 4th.
And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. Down to a 1-possession game, 24-17.
And that field goal, man, we've cut this to a 1-possession game late. Now it's decision time. 2 timeouts in your pocket. Do you feel confidence in your defense? Or do you think you need to go with the onside here? Interested to see what they do.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
The give to the tailback. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Kick is in the air. That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Looking for a crease to the left. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air. It's nice. Here's a throw downfield late. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big